According to Jehovah's Witnesses and information available on jw.org, Asa is a significant figure in the Bible whose life provides valuable lessons about faith, obedience, and the challenges of maintaining integrity to God over time. Asa was the third king of Judah after the division of Israel into two kingdoms and reigned for 41 years, starting in 977 BCE. His account is primarily found in 1 Kings chapter 15 verses 9 to 24 and 2 Chronicles chapter 14-16. Here's an in-depth look at Asa and what can be learned from his life. Early reign and devotion to God. Asa was noted as a king who did what was right in the eyes of Jehovah, following in the ways of his ancestor David. Upon ascending the throne, Asa made significant reforms to rid Judah of idolatry and promote true worship. He removed pagan altars, smashed sacred pillars, and cut down sacred poles associated with false gods like Baal and Asherah. 2 Chronicles chapter 14 verses 3-5. Asa also commanded the people of Judah to seek Jehovah and observe his law. This proactive encouragement reflects Asa's desire to lead his people spiritually, not just politically. Asa even demonstrated his commitment to Jehovah by removing his grandmother, Maacah, from her influential position as queen mother because she had made a disgusting idol. 1 Kings chapter 15 verse 13. This act underscores Asa's resolve to put loyalty to God above familial ties. Jehovah blessed Asa and Judah with peace during the early years of his reign. This period of peace allowed Asa to strengthen the kingdom by building fortified cities and equipping a formidable army. Asa acknowledged that this prosperity was a result of Jehovah's favor, as recorded in 2 Chronicles chapter 14 verse 7. We have sought Jehovah our God. We sought him, and he has given us rest all around. Faith during the Ethiopian invasion. One of the most defining moments of Asa's reign was his reliance on Jehovah during a crisis. When Zerah the Ethiopian led an immense army, consisting of 1,000,000 men and 300 chariots, against Judah, Asa prayed earnestly to Jehovah, expressing complete reliance on divine intervention. O Jehovah, it does not matter to you whether those you help are many or have no power. Help us, O Jehovah our God, for we are relying on you, and in your name we have come against this crowd. 2 Chronicles chapter 14 verse 11. Jehovah answered Asa's prayer, and Judah experienced a miraculous victory. The Ethiopian army was defeated, and Asa's forces captured much plunder. This event highlighted Asa's faith and God's willingness to act on behalf of those who put their trust in him. Reform and encouragement to seek Jehovah. After this victory, the prophet Azariah came to Asa with a message of encouragement and warning. Azariah reminded Asa and the people of Judah to continue seeking Jehovah, as their faithfulness would determine whether God's favor would remain with them. 2 Chronicles chapter 15 verses 1-2. In response, Asa intensified his reforms. He renewed the covenant between Jehovah and the nation, encouraging the people to wholeheartedly serve Jehovah. Asa even gathered the people together to offer sacrifices in recognition of their dependence on Jehovah. This period of spiritual renewal was marked by joy and a strong commitment to God's worship. Later years and decline in faith. Unfortunately, Asa's later years were marked by a failure to rely fully on Jehovah, highlighting the challenge of maintaining faith over a lifetime. When faced with a threat from Baasha, the king of Israel, Asa sought an alliance with Ben-Hadad, the king of Syria, instead of turning to Jehovah for help. 2 Chronicles chapter 16 verses 1-6. Although his strategy seemed successful in the short term, the prophet Hanani rebuked Asa for his lack of faith, saying, "Because you relied on the king of Syria and did not rely on Jehovah your God, the army of the king of Syria has escaped out of your hand." 2 Chronicles chapter 16 verse 7. Rather than humbly accepting this correction, Asa reacted angrily and even oppressed some of the people. 2 Chronicles chapter 16 verse 10. This marked a shift from the humble and faithful leader he had been earlier in his reign. End of Asa's reign. Asa's final years were further marred by illness. He developed a severe foot disease, but instead of seeking help from Jehovah, he relied solely on human physicians. 2 Chronicles chapter 16 verse 12. This detail serves as a cautionary note about the importance of continuing to rely on God throughout one's life, especially in times of trial. Despite his failings in later years, Asa is remembered as a king who, for much of his reign, sought to serve Jehovah faithfully. The Bible acknowledges his overall legacy in 1 Kings chapter 15 verse 11. Asa did what was right in the eyes of Jehovah, as David his forefather had done. Lessons from Asa's life, faith and action. Asa demonstrated that true faith in God requires action. His reforms and leadership reflect his commitment to upholding Jehovah's standards. Dependence on Jehovah. Asa's reliance on God during the Ethiopian invasion is a powerful reminder that Jehovah can deliver his people, no matter how dire the circumstances. Endurance in faith. Asa's later life highlights the danger of complacency and the need for continued reliance on God throughout one's life. Trusting in human solutions over divine guidance can lead to spiritual decline.